So do you also use LinkedIn lead ads for your own business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to capture leads from LinkedIn ads to Salesforce CRM automatically. So like you, I also use LinkedIn ads to get more leads for my business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from LinkedIn, I want to automatically add that lead details into my Salesforce CRM. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between LinkedIn ads and Salesforce, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to automatically capture the leads from LinkedIn lead gen ads and add them straight into Salesforce CRM. As soon as a potential client submits your form, automatically the details will be added into your Salesforce as a new lead. This seamless integration helps you to respond faster, streamline sales workflows, and never miss an opportunity. So let's walk through this together. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and this is the amazing automation software using which we're going to create this automation. But before moving on forward, I'll just show you something really helpful. This right over here is Pabbly Community, where automation users, business owners, and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share your workflows, get instant replies, and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges like you. It's an active and a supportive space to learn and grow together. The link to join this is in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, so I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect in order to create this automation. Over here we have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account. And to get started, I'm simply going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. Over here is the new one which is more modern, faster, and flexible. And the next is classic, which is more stable and a familiar approach. So you can use any one of this. I'm just going to use this new one because we have recently launched this. Alright, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: capture leads from LinkedIn ads to Salesforce CRM automatically. And then I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. Alright, so now to get started, I'm just going to simply select the trigger application, and further I'm just going to show you the action too. So for my trigger application, I'm simply going to select it as LinkedIn right over here. So I'm just going to search for LinkedIn and select it. And now for the app event, I'm just going to simply select it as lead notifications and click on this connect. Now in order to connect this LinkedIn, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection and then connect with LinkedIn. And now you can see that once I'm just going to click on this connect with LinkedIn, my connection is successful right over here. And now I'm just going to simply select the account right over here, which is Pabbly Ads account. You have to select your own account, and then what you have to do is you simply have to click on this save and send test request. And once you click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for a webhook response. So we're going to do the test submission in order to capture this webhook response. And in order to do this test submission, I'm just going to open my LinkedIn lead gen forms account. From here, I'm just going to open my ad. So this is the ad which I'm running, and now what I want is that whenever someone fills in this form automatically, a new lead should be captured right over here in my Salesforce too. So I'm just going to go to this apply now. I'm just going to add all of these details. So let's say for the email address, I'm just going to keep it as demo user 5567 at the rate pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, I'm just going to keep it as this right over here. And after entering all of these details, you must be wondering why it is not giving me the option to select the first name, last name, and company name. Because I'm using a test LinkedIn lead gen forms account. If you're using a live one, your leads will definitely get the option to fill in the rest of the details too. Alright, but I'm just going to get the details of email and phone number only. Alright, so after filling these details, I'm simply going to click on this submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, it is saying information sent to Pabbly. So now what is going to happen is that the lead which we submitted right now, or you can see the test submission which we did right now, the details of that has been sent towards my webhook URL. So I'm just going to open my workflow, and we're just going to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same right over here. And now we're going to see that we have successfully captured this response, or we're going to see all the details. You're going to see the same email address, the phone number, the first name, last name, and company name. And now using these details only, I'm just going to add a new lead into my Salesforce. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply close it right from here, because we have successfully completed the trigger, and now we're just going to move on towards our action. So I'm just going to simply add action step right over here, and now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as Salesforce. So I'm just going to search for Salesforce right over here, and as you can see Salesforce, we are simply going to select it. And now for the app event, I'm just going to simply select it as create lead and click on this connect. So in order to connect your Salesforce account, you have to go towards this add a new connection and then connect with Salesforce. Once again, Pabbly is going to ask you for the permissions. So what you have to do is you simply have to click on accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, and your Salesforce account will be connected. I've already connected my Salesforce account, so I'm simply going to go towards this select existing connection and then save. And now it is asking me for the first name, last name, and the rest of the details. So one by one, I'm just going to map these details. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step. We selected LinkedIn as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of a trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm simply going to map the first name, then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to map the last name right over here. Then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to map the company name. So what I'm just going to do is I'm only going to map the details which are required. So these star details are the required one. So I'm just going to map the details which are required, or the details which I have in the response of my previous step. And after mapping all the details which I have in my previous step, I'm just going to move on further and ignore the rest. Now it is saying lead source, I'm just going to keep it as web only. It is saying status, I'm just going to keep it as open, not contacted. For the rating, I'm just going to keep it as hot. And now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely fill out the rest of the details too. And now we have received the positive response that we have successfully created a new lead into our Salesforce account. So I'm just going to open my Salesforce right from here, and we're just going to check for the new lead. I'm just going to refresh it, and as you can see, a new lead has been created. So I'm just going to open it, and as you can see, this is the same first name, same last name, same company name, or we're going to see the same email address and the same phone number. So using the same details which we submitted right over here during our test submission, we have created a new lead into our Salesforce account. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what is going to happen is that whenever we're going to receive a new lead from LinkedIn ads, automatically that lead details will be added into my Salesforce account so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. All of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.